Hi, you guys. So I'm going to be doing a soul connection reading for today. I hope you're doing well. I've actually disabled the chat. I'm just going to be tapping into the energy. You're free to watch if you resonate with this message. Okay, I just wanted to have a real connection with the energies right now, and it's just a general read, a collective. I thought it was a while before I actually did this reading for the soul connections, so I hope you like it today. Okay. So what is going on in this situation with someone that you feel strongly connected to? That is the theme of the read today. So what we are focusing on, it could be someone you feel connected to spiritually, or emotionally, whatever that you feel comfortable, in terms of the connection. We will tap into the energy of the person. Okay, it could be someone that you already have met, or it could be someone new. We'll just have to see what's going on. Okay, but it's a general, the energies of the feminine, the masculine, the collective on the overall. Okay, I mean, some people don't resonate with this, but it's strongly, I have guided, I'm guided to do this because yeah, the energies are pretty out there, and you can't run away from the energies, right? And the duality is in everything. So that's why I have to make sure that I do put out readings for the soul connection. So if you consider someone as your twin flame, or if you're not familiar with that concept, you can definitely Google it. Or it could be someone you feel like a soulmate connection. It's a strong bond. You can feel the other person's energy. It's that strong of a connection that you can't get away from. It's all about a lesson, basically, right? At the end of the day. So we will try to tap into the energy. Okay, so what is the, okay, yeah, it's just a confirmation for me, this card, the spirit whisperer, divine guidance and higher knowing. So it's about the wisdom that you get through this connection that is strongly challenging. It could be challenging for some of you, or it could be just a situation that brings up a lot of emotions and all of that. Let's see. What is the situation like for the collective right now? This is going to be a timeless read. Okay, so whenever you watch this reading, it's going to be relevant for you. Okay, if you're not resonating with this message right now, then it's probably not your time to watch this. What is the energy like for the soul connection? Wow. Okay, so we got the card of the wise woman of Wonderland. Okay, it's a number 22 card, and sorry, 21 card. And then we have the word Lord. Okay, maybe I should show you the cards. The word Lord, communication, praise, and dishonesty. Wow, I'm already starting to get my throat chakra activated. 43. Okay, it's a number 7, totaling up. And then you got the wise woman of Wonderland. This is a very quirky card. It's a number 21 card. It's about integrity and compromise. Okay, I feel this is feminine's energy. Okay, this is the energy of the feminine, or if you identify with the the divine feminine, I'm seeing this as a feminine energy. And then this is the masculine. I feel it's, how funny is this? Okay, there is a lot of okay, in both the cards you can see that it's an older woman and an older man depicted in these images, right? And it is two it's to highlight the maturity, right, that's needed in terms of the connection between the masculine and the feminine energy. It's very different, okay, how people take up maturity, or growing up, or even growing old, in the general sense. You can consider it as a wise, someone who is very well read, a lot of knowledge, that knowledge bearer kind of energy. At the same time, if you notice people like the older people, right, like old people or seniors especially, if you resonate with this, if you're a senior yourself, it could also mean something. But what I see is that old age, or even the perception of maturity, is different for individuals, each individual. Okay, it's a personal thing. Okay, a person who is 18-year-old could also feel like an 80-year-old, depending on what are the circumstances that they go through, isn't it? Let me just shift a little bit. That's a little bit distracting on the view. Okay, all right, so I feel right. Okay, that's better. So I mean, in the sense that um like, say for instance, this card, it's showing a woman who is well off in her later years, right? But the way she's sitting, her personality, her persona, her characteristics, it shows of a young, youthful energy, even though the woman on this card seems to be well in her older age, whatever. So it's basically young at heart, right? The idea of young at heart. However, this man is also similarly in an older age, but the way he is looking at things is a more serious outlook. Okay, so basically, the masculine energy is looking at a serious outlook, okay, about maturity, right? And the feminine is actually embracing maturity as something of a fun process. Does that make sense? So, but both of them are maturing in their own ways. So nobody actually can state that maturity, you have to have serious attitude, or like a particular way that you have to adopt into growing older or something like that. But it's about individual perception, right? I've seen so many older people who embrace old age with such an exuberance and enthusiasm, and it doesn't mean that that person has not gone through life in general, isn't it? So that is what I really feel about this. And at this point in time, the perception of maturing between both these energies are totally different, yet there is a process of maturing. Okay, we are accepting the transition to the next stage, rather, right? But in a different path. Okay, it's a parallel path that people take on, at least in this journey. The feminine is on a parallel journey to the masculine. So that is why the idea of the 1111 usually, it depicts around twin flame energy and soul connections, and even the ascension process as well. And it's because of you are traveling in parallel towards learning in your journey, right? So it's about going through the beam of understanding, or the evolution, yada yada yada. Okay, if you catch my drift, I hope it makes sense for you. Okay, this is what I really see in the overall energy of these two aspects. So I'm just going to put it like this, right? So there's a lot of, I do see something to do with the autumn the time of autumn, which could be in September, October, November. Maybe it could be this year or whenever, but it doesn't matter when. But I do feel there's a connection towards autumn, and autumn is a season that is maturing. Okay, it's a maturity season basically, right? It's right before the winter season, and winter season is full maturity in the in the holistic view. My view is that it's the stages that of a human life, or it's the stages of our ascension, that you go through particular periods in your life. Okay, the period of childhood, right, or the young life that you take on is often depicted as the springtime. Okay, am I getting, yeah. How many seasons are there? Okay, I think there's 4 seasons: spring, uh, autumn, winter. There's one more, right? Windy, yeah. So I'm thinking, wind, is that windy season? I'm sure there was 4 seasons, and I can't remember. Jesus Christ, I don't even know what seasons. Anyway, it's not coming to my mind, but yes, thank you. So you got the season, sisters of the season, cycle of growth. This is the card that I get in my mind, right? The 4 seasons. One is spring, one is winter, one is autumn. Perhaps it's a windy season, right? Whatever. Anyway, the point is that we go through processes. I think this is depicting an autumn. Okay, the maturity of the seasons. So time is taking its course, where you and this other counterpart are your counterpart is actually going through some kind of a maturity, and it's but it's a different path that both of you guys are taking, right? Wow. I'm sorry, I don't know why spirit asked me to focus on that a little bit more, but it is what it is. Okay, now coming back to the energies of the feminine, I'm going to look at the feminine now. What is the message that we want to take? Okay. Okay, we got the Queen of Cups, the 8 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. I feel with this energy, right? It's about coming to that wisdom, the inner wisdom, right? It is flowing without any restriction, right? The inner wisdom for the feminine is flowing without any restrictions or limitations, because there is the energy that is working together, the Trinity. Okay, I'm getting the energy of the Trinity working together in terms of how this emotional flow, right, is not restricted. See, yeah. So with the feminine, you have all the elements present here. Okay, you got the cups, you got the wands, you got the swords, and you got the pentacles. And it's like kind of coming together, right? All the elements are coming together, and it's about working with all of these elements to get the maturity or the wisdom, right? In terms of, because the wise woman of the wonderland, when you're actually truly wise, you do not need to be serious. Okay, if you actually focus on a lot of these wise old people, right? Wise old souls. Okay, not even people, wise old souls. They and tend to be very light-hearted. Okay, they are very very loving. They are full of light. And when there is full of light, you have to have that that whimsical side to you. You know, you have to take everything light, and it's a lighter energy, lighter body. It's not more focusing on what, like, book smarts. It's actually like, intuition, right? Through intuition is how the wisdom comes through for the feminine. And that's like a strong, powerful energy, which it's like trying to say that, okay, when you notice young kids, right, like children, the energy of young children, they are very they're full of hope, right? And why are they full of hope is because they have a lot of they see the world in a new way every day. The energy of young energies, actually, it's about the wonderment of the world, right? And that itself, that's why we have to look at younger generation for wisdom. In a lot of ways, that's why younger generation actually teaches the older generation about a lot of this wisdom, a lot of these stuff that older people actually don't do. So in fact, the younger energy is kind of a teacher to the older generation. Okay, does that make sense? So coming to that, in that perspective, even if in this dynamic between the masculine and the feminine energy, right, I feel that this is to do with seeing the essence of the wisdom. Okay, and there is no more or less. Ow, I just bit my tongue, you guys. Ow. I don't know. That was oh my god. I think I bit my tongue yesterday, and I did it at the same spot. I don't know, something is really bad. I think for some reason I feel there's like a, ow. I think I'm speaking too much about the feminine. I think the masculine wants some attention too right now. Okay, let's go to the masculine. Okay, let me just get a cup of water. There's always drama on this channel. Oh god. Okay, so that is the energy of the feminine, seeing the wisdom in the childlike energy, right? The childlike energy. That's exactly what I wanted to say. So in conquering all the elements, that is the space that the feminine is in currently. What about the masculine? Okay, what is the masculine focused on at the moment in terms of energy? Okay, we got the it's an absolute mirror. And the funny thing, you guys, is that we also got the counterparts coming through. Okay, we got the King of Cups, and we've got the Queen of Cups. It's an absolute mirror right now. Okay, I do see that because it's a mirroring energy, because the feminine, I want to come back to this individual cards, but I'm focused on the two different opposite face off, basically. That's what I'm getting, face off. And it's to do with look at the two different drastic overview. Okay, this is the 10 of Cups energy, and this is the 10 of, it's a 10-10 card. So basically 11-11 again, 1-1, right? So it's actually how opposite, the energies are so opposite right now. The 10 of Cups is about absolute contentment, satisfaction, emotionally satisfied, and feeling contented. And in the drastic opposite side of the spectrum, we got the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Swords. That there is absolute, like, total rejection, total numbness towards any kind of feelings. This is like no feelings, absolutely nothing. Like it's about a numbness in the energy, right? So even if it is not you at the moment, I think it could be the person that you deal with, in a strong contrast of energies, right? But there is absolute love here between the both of you, right? Between the masculine and the feminine. When it is like, individually looking at each other, but if it is on the side of analyzing the energies, it appears to be that the masculine energy is looking another side or another direction, and the feminine is looking at another direction. But in fact, in a overall, understanding of whatever that's happening, it's actually the love that is shared between the two energies, which is undeniable. It's just you can't run away from it at the end of the day, even if the perceptions are different, even if the actions are different, even if the realities are different. Even if all of these are different, there's one thing that is seems to be predominant, which is the love for the counterpart. Okay, because it is what it is, right? That was pretty interesting. Ah, I want to get the energy oracle. I want to get the energies for. Okay, so we got the card of deceit. Okay, 25 card. It's a number 7 card, and then you got the door to value, which is the number 4. Okay, it's about stability and opportunity. Oh my God! Not this is another fabulous card. It's the number 2, and it's the journey. Okay, I feel that the masculine could be on a journey. Okay, of I mean, we are all in a part of a journey, but I think this journey, it could be of literally, traveling, or it could be something that's related to, communicating, or like far distance. I'm feeling it could be separation from the feminine at this point, and that could be like, trying to meet in the middle. Okay, the journey to the middle of the earth is what I'm getting. The journey to the middle of the earth, and the earth seems to be the middle ground for the feminine and masculine. Does that make sense? Yeah, that is a strong message that I got. Okay, the earth is the middle ground for the feminine energy and the masculine energy to really work together and try to see the value. It's a doorway. Basically, this earth experience, right, is the doorway to understanding the value of this connection between the masculine and feminine. It is the experience that's bringing, both the energies together in this realm. Okay, this physical realm that's actually highlighted. You got the 25 card of the deceit, right? I mean, for the feminine, it's actually for the feminine energy right now, and it's about trying to, regardless however that the perception is about this connection, the feminine is purely aware that there has to be some kind of a realization that, this can't be like something that's on, make believe. Okay, it can't be make believe, not like those stories that she has, come to relate to. Okay, in the growing up, or when I say he or she, it's not gender specific, you guys. It's just a, it's just we're just talking about the feminine and masculine aspect. So take how it goes. But I do feel that there has been a little bit of trying to fool fool yourself that this is not as strong as it is, and trying to fool yourself that this could be this could be something that can be avoided, right? The lesson could be avoided, and I do see this in the feminine energy right now. Okay, it's funny because usually it's the masculine's energy that was going through that, and now it's like flipping over, and it's literal transition. I think since the year, the start of this year, I feel that the activations are more frequent for this changeover I'm seeing. But I do see there is some kind of enlightenment that's coming through for for the masculine, at least, right? And I think they're trying to learn that about the wisdom. It's like theoretically they are trying to um, get the get the knowledge about this journey, okay, for the masculine. And practically the feminines are going through a practical transition, and the masculines are going through a theoretical transition. Okay, this could be the card of this could be the energy of a hermit, in the sense, going within, trying to find out more about themselves, moving forward. Wow, that was like a wave. I just felt a wave. What other messages do we want to see on about this deceit card? I want to get a couple more cards on these messages. I feel this is a connecting energy that I feel that, on this earth plane, that the masculine and feminine are connecting with. um it's a predominant thing. That's where all the abundance comes through, in terms of the face to face with the energies of the masculine and feminine. And I think at one point the masculine did not see that, right? The value of this connection, and now it's coming to, it's a predominant energy here, to be honest. Okay, we got Five of Arrows, Five of Swords, I think this one. Yeah, Five of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Queen of Arrows, the Queen of Swords, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So I feel that the feminine energy is strongly focused on this hurt and the suffering that came about through this connection, more so than the blessings that came about through this connection. It's about focusing on things that did not work out, versus focusing rather than focusing on things that did work out. Okay, that is the energy that I feel with this 20, the deceit card. Okay, it's about that, fooling yourself. It's not the reality. Okay, as much as for anyone who has truly gone through this connection, they would understand that it is about both the blessings and both the pain, right? The lessons have to be there for you to understand or value the blessings, isn't it? Like for any situation in life, okay, you need to go through lessons before you can get to the rewards or even the blessings, which takes maturity to realize that these are two different aspects that go hand in hand, right? And you see this, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is literally, this is the card that shows, Claire Levin energy, right? Look at the fire with both the wands, and it's about um, coming to it's about coming to an understanding of the power of this union, or power of the two aspects of this oversoul, right? It's about that maturity is coming through in this message. And for the masculine, right? For the masculine, we are looking at the Queen of Arrows card. It's a beautiful card of the swan. Okay, the swan energy is actually uh, the swan energy is purity. Okay, it's about the ultimate like love, and it's the unconditional love. And in this card, though, okay, this what is the beautiful thing about this card? That this swan actually has a baby underneath. Okay, there is a small um, there's a little baby swan hidden in that. Okay, underneath the feathers, right? I feel for a lot of the situations between these two energies in terms of the twin flame connection or even the soul connection, I feel that one individual or like even both the energies are having responsibilities. So it could be like added um, responsibilities, like taking care of a child, or like from another situation that it's coming together like that. Okay, and I do see that as part of um, the reality. And what is funny, right, is that the swan, okay, the energy of the swan, they actually mate for life, if I'm not wrong. Okay, the swans are part of that. They mate for life, and there's only like, I don't know what that word is, but you can look it up. So that's why swans are usually connected to soul connections, or like a strong connection with someone. It's a undying connection type of energy. Okay, that's usually the symbolism. But it's not much to pay attention to that, but it's just a beautiful way of expressing the the connection, at least, right? The twin flame energy. The fact that the swan is depicted here, it's really there is the idea that the protecting energy, okay, that this card is trying to depict, right? The protecting energy, the mothering energy. It could be that they resonate, the masculines at least, they resonate with the feminine as a motherly energy. And it's really kind of wisdom, and kind of the empress, in a fact, in the fact that uh, it's a mother, like a caring, nurturing vibration that they get when they connect to the feminine, right? Wow. Okay, let me get a couple more cards on this. Wow, yeah. See, I was talking about the protecting energy, right? It was a protecting, overprotecting, maybe overprotecting, but it's the protecting um, characteristics or personality. You know, that is also highlighted in this card as well. Look at this. This is a beautiful card. I love this one. It's about the great bear. Okay, the great bear, and it's a number 22, 20. Okay, another two card for the twin flame message or connection. And you can see like a gateway here to this cave, right? Look at that. There's a gateway. There's two stones in the center of and this cave, and there are two trees as well towards this. It's just all symbolism, and it's really about coming through that. You need to go through these particular lessons of letting go of the frustration. Clearly, look at this frustration and the fear. Okay, and the deceit is what brings up the fear. Okay, and then you got the frustration card, and it's really about letting go of all of that for the feminine to transcend to the next stage, to the next stage in the process. Okay, now coming to the masculine. Oh my god, this is a funny card. You got the three of stones. Okay, it's actually the card of three of discs, right? And the three of discs is actually working with like teamwork, basically, and only working with the feminine energy, right? It can the masculine actually be creative or have that spark. Are not working together in harmony. Okay, then the was not any progress in the pursuit, right? Was because, sorry, there's a little bit of a connection issue. I think it's okay. Yeah, so the reason there is a lag, or like there is, yeah, literal lag, right? A connection break is because the masculine and the feminine are not working together to create something, and that is the essence of these two energies in the end, right? These two energies coming together can create the most beautiful, most sacred thing in the universe, and it's really literally replicating the energy of source in the sense, right? I hope you guys can follow through on this message. Okay, let me know in the comments what you think of this. Okay, but really I feel that this three of stones is about boosting the creativity which is really needed for this connection to progress. And no, especially what I'm getting is, let me rephrase that. Boosting the mm, teamwork. Okay, you working together with both the masculine and the feminine, working together hand in hand to create. Okay, this is in this deck is called creativity, and it's really about not fearing and trying to work things out together, and trying to find a medium ground, for things to progress. And then we got the card Queen of Bows. Okay, Queen of Bows is the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Arrows, which is actually the Seven of Swords. Insecurity. So you see a mirror energy again. Okay, that was deceit in the feminine energy, and now it's replicated in the masculine's energy as the Seven of Arrows. It's about the insecurity. Okay, it's like back and forth, back and forth, showing that image of not trusting each other. There's not enough trust at all between both the energies, and which is just a reality check, because if one energy is refusing to portray an essence of trust, the other energy is not going to reciprocate, or like it's just being like a back to back uh, conversation. And back to back conversation, you would not know the facial expressions of someone when you're having a back to back conversation. If someone's on their back, they are turned the other side, how are you going to have a proper conversation? Half of the stuff that you talk, they're not going to be able to communicate properly. You're not going to be able to communicate properly, and they're not going to be able to listen to you as well, right? So there's a lot of that to do with this insecurity and this deceit and frustration. Okay, it's because of the lack of trust. The trust seems to be a highlight for these two energies to work together, to feel comfortable, right? To come to a medium space. It's ultimately coming to a trust factor, to a respect factor, okay, to an understanding factor. And that takes a lot of maturity, right? And as we talked about in the first two messages. And I mean, for the feminine, it's about the Queen of Bows. Okay, it's a card that's depicting a hare. Okay, look at this. This queen, okay, it's embodying fertility. Okay, hairs are usually very they can multiply very fast, isn't it? So that kind of energy I do get here. It's about the fertility and the drive even. It's about the this card is actually also Queen of Wands. Okay, the energy of the Queen of Wands, and it's about the attractive, exuberant, charming personality of the feminine. Okay, the personality of a feminine who is a go-getter, who's an inquisitive an individual, an inquisitive and curious type of energy, right? Like hair is generally a very curious being, and it will go through the burrows, and it's kind of like I see the theme here. You see that there's rabbits here. Look at this. This card has a rabbit, a hare, or whatever, and then this one came up. There are a few rabbits around, I think, if I'm not wrong. So there's a lot of sexual attraction as well, and that embodiment of the sexuality of the feminine. The feminine is ultimately she's the divine feminine, so she embodies everything that is attractive to the counterpart, which is the masculine, the divine masculine. So there is that aspect here as well. But it's just about the fear that comes in strongly for this energy to move forward, or rather these two energies to move forward. I'm seeing 9 and 2 right now, and that's definitely a confirmation for me, right? I wanted to get a few more cards out of this deck. Okay, so I'm still guided for this one. This seems to be a very I feel it's quite an interesting way of looking at the energies. So you got the 2 of stones, right? Which is the 2 of discs, and the stag. What is this card about? The stag energy. I think in the general deck, I'm not sure what energy that is, but okay. If we looked at the 2 of discs, right? Look at this. Okay, it's one thing for this deck to be similar, but we got the message similar to the hair. Okay, I don't know, there's rabbits all over this reading right now, and I don't know, someone could be really sexually frustrated, or you could be really like looking at you're very inquisitive, and there's a lot of curiosity, right? Whoever's tapping into this energy right now, I just feel it's a lot of rabbits around. Oh wow. Okay, so the 2 of discs is about the challenge. It's about facing face to face, interacting, and it's the mirroring effect. Okay, it's the mirroring effect. Look at this, the masculine and feminine at each other like a bunch of rabbits. I don't know what that means, but it came out. Okay, don't get with me, okay? But I'm just feeling it's literally funny that but it's about a dance. Okay, it's the dance of it's the natural way of interaction. I'm seeing something like that. Oh wow. Okay, I'm not gonna. Yeah, so the fact that the stag came up, it's a little bit of a stubborn energy as well that I see with this card, right? It's about the stag being the I feel with like there is a little bit of a mask, right? If you notice this energy, right, this is actually a mask. The stag, someone's in the mask of a stag, okay, of a deer or whatever that it's called. It's a stag, right? And it's not the actual animal that's here. It's actually someone wearing the face of a stag to hide as a mask, right? And I feel that the deceit card coming up for the feminine, I think it is feminines trying to hide their mask. Yeah, the feminine's energy is about masking their frustration during this period. Okay, it's literally masking the frustration towards this uh, distance, this separation, this um, the lessons even, and the pain related to the lessons. Okay, and I don't see it as a pain anymore. I think it's about a managing of the pain in a different way. Okay, it's just that, covering up helps to manage the pain. Somehow masking the pain seems to help the feminine in going through this transition, because it's definitely a transition between the masculine and feminine at this point in time. Okay, I should put the message as the transition period for this video as a title. Okay, what other messages do we get for this for this particular collective place? Wow, you got the Seven of Cups and the Moon. Yep. Okay, there is a lot about to do with the intuition. There's a lot to do with the trust not being there. I keep getting this trust. There's a lot of hidden stuff. Okay, the Seven of Cups, it's really about being vexed about not progressing as fast as you would like. And just give me a minute, I'll just candle. We definitely can't go without a candle for this read, because it's a twin flame read, right? It's yeah, the Seven of Cups is about thinking about what could have been, what happened, and the dissatisfaction is what I'm getting. The dissatisfaction in this connection and then this journey. Okay, I feel that the feminines, this is a specific message. Okay, I feel that the feminine space, it's about thinking back on how much work has been done over the time frame, right, towards this connection, towards making a resolution for this connection, but it's not happening. And that is like is it even worth it, to move forward any more than whatever is happening right now, right? And I feel that that could be some kind of a major assessment of the situation, whether the feminine wants to go forward with this connection or not. Okay, and then we got the Moon card for the masculine. It is really about hidden agendas, right? Hidden agendas. I don't know why I got the hidden agendas. It's about, as much as there is power in the sun, I think the masculine is coming to an understanding that there is power in the moon as well, because it's kind of changing the way that the masculine, it seems to be thinking about this journey, about this connection, in fact. Okay, and I feel that it's a lot to do with the like having a space. I think it could be rather in the night, in the nighttime, right? That the masculine energy is really looking within to assess this connection as a fragment, like bit by bit, like situation by situation, by lessons, like how am I, like, yeah, that's how I'm feeling. My throat chakra seems to be really clogged up, because I have certain messages that I want to talk about, but I'm feeling a little held back whenever I try to talk something or I try to address that. So that's pretty funny. So coming back to the energy of the masculine and the feminine overall, what is the progress right now? Which deck should I take? I think I'm gonna get the romance angel card to close off this read. See, it's talking about the passion, right? The passion card popped up. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I feel that at this point of time, or in this juncture, I feel that the feminine has kind of retracted from investing in this connection somehow. I don't know why I'm getting that vibration or that vibe about this. Look at that card, you guys. Look at that. The feminine seems to be depicted, or rather the woman, right, in the card is depicted as like letting go, and free falling in the sense. And the masculine in this card, or rather the male in this card, is like trying to hold up the feminine, trying to keep hold of the connection in the sense. That is the overall energy that I get between both masculine and feminine. What is the energy for the feminine towards this situation? What is happening with the feminine? That is clear as day. Okay. For the feminine, we got love yourself first. Okay. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And for the masculine, we got the very soon card. It's about clearly deciding what you want so that it comes to you now. And it is actually, to be honest, I feel the masculine energy could be taking on or having the pre-planning, or like the understanding and the inner work before coming forth for this resolution is what I'm getting. Some kind of a resolution, and that is coming in very soon, right? But for the feminine though, right, I feel there's like the self-love and the self-respect, because whatever efforts that was put in from the feminine's perspective, whatever the efforts that were put in was to a kind of a failure. My throat is acting up again. It's kind of it became a failure in the perception. It's not the reality, but I don't see it as a reality, but it's a perception that's happened. And I feel that the feminine is looking inwards as well, but for a different reason. I feel she's looking inwards because of the self-respect and the self-love that she's trying to focus on, in terms of the feminine's energy, right? And it is trying to boost. I feel it's about building and boosting the feminine's energy internally, and it's about the self-confidence that needs to be created again, in the feminine's aspect. But the masculine is really looking towards looking inwards to contemplate on how to make things work. Not make it work, but make things work together. Okay, what it is that needs to be done to make things work. And that's really like, the timing is what's being highlighted. And it's like there's an urgency in the masculine's perspective. I feel that the masculines are understanding that there needs to be a urgency, because I think it's on the last lap. There's the last lap of this this cycle that's coming to an end, and I feel that that's why the urgency is coming up for the masculine, and it's highlighted there. Okay, wow. I'm gonna get one more overall energy card, okay, and then we can close this off. Those are too many cards. I can't read all those. Hold on. One more card, please, and we'll end this reading. Ooh, nice. Okay, we got really the angels coming in through this reading. We got the fifth chakra highlighted by Archangel Gabriel. And yeah, it's really the protection that this connection or this connection or this kind of process, this stage is being really protected by the angel Gabriel, okay, the archangel Gabriel, and it's about the fifth chakra. Oh wow, isn't this the fourth? Yeah, this is the throat chakra that's coming in, you guys. So yeah, that was why I was really being highlighted on my throat. Um, it's really about speaking the truth. I think in terms of the masculine in this sense, because I think that the feminine is already living in her truth. Okay, that is the energy that I'm getting. Someone's already living in the truth and someone's actually learning the truth. Wow. That seems to be the ending message for this reading, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, then it's probably not your story. Okay, I hope you can join in later today, right? I'm going to be live right after this session, and we can do things as well. Okay, and if this is where we end, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.